In this video, we will introduce 6 different soba recipes. Please try the super easy to make homemade soba noodle soup and various toppings. First one is chicken soba. The chicken broth soaks into the soba sauce and makes the most delicious dish. Chicken thigh with skin are recommended. Remove excess fat and stringy pieces. And cut into chunks of about 100 grams per person. This type of green onion is the best if available. But if not, use other green onions or onions. Cut it like this. These chickens and green onions are somewhat like yakitori. Place the chicken skin side down in a fry pan with oil. Make sure the skin is stretched and cooked to a crisp. It will take about 5 minutes on medium heat. Add the green onions together and let them brown. The green onion will brown quite early like this, so keep an eye on them and watch them as you turn them over. After 5 to 6 minutes, check the skin and turn the chicken over. Turn off the heat once. Add water. I think I will make soup here with water and seasonings, but this fry pan was too small, so I transferred it to a pot. Use all the chicken broth thoroughly in the soup. Add sake, mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and dashi powder. Mix well and bring to a light boil. The dashi powder was a little low, so I added a little. The chicken has already been cooked to some extent in the residual heat of the pan earlier, so it does not need to be cooked that long here. You can check the description section for a list of ingredients and their quantities. Also, please check the link My Tools and Seasonings for the seasonings and tools used in the video. After 1 to 2 minutes of boiling, cut the chicken. Be careful, it's hot. Looks very tasty. It's already cooked. Return to the pot with the meat juices. Keep off the heat until ready to eat. And when the soba noodles are ready, reheat them gently. Leave it like this to allow the chicken to soak up even more flavor. In case it's not cooked through, simmer again here. Boil soba in plenty of boiling water. I use dry soba noodles. This takes about 3 minutes to boil. When soba noodles are finished cooking, rinse them well in cold water to remove the slimeness from the surface, which helps to tighten the noodles and give them a great texture. However, if the washed soba noodles are put directly into the soup, the warm soup will cool down a little, so it's recommended that the noodles be heated lightly in a little boiling water. By the way, I used a very dark color soy sauce in this recipe, so the soup is darker, or you can make it with your own soy sauce. The amount of water should be changed according to the amount of soba noodles and the salinity of the soy sauce. Make it as thick as you like. Top with chicken and green onion. Top with Mitsuba leaves if you have them. Next one is tempura soba. Since there are no shrimp today, I will make a vegetable tempura soba. Use your favorite ingredients. Shiso should be thoroughly wiped dry like this. After cutting the eggplant in half, make many vertical slits like this for easy frying. Eggplant and lotus root tempura is a super favorite of both me and my husband. I also had some leftover kabocha squash, so I cut it into thin slices and fried it. Next, let's make tempura batter. Mix flour with beaten egg. and ice water. Ice water makes it easier for the tempura to crisp up. Also, when mixing this, the key is not to overmix. Make sure to leave lumps. By the way, here is a recipe for tempura flour made without eggs. If potato starch is added, it becomes crispy. It can be made with just flour and potato starch, so please give it a try. Dip the ingredients and deep fry in oil. Add a drop of butter to the oil, and if it floats to the surface immediately, it's ready. I always fry in shallow oil to save oil. The oil temperature does not drop easily and is easy to fry. Fry kabocha for 2 minutes. Turn over and fry for 1.5 minutes. This base oil is clear sesame oil. To this, we add regular dark colored sesame oil. I always forget to do this, but my husband always asks me to do it because the flavor is so much better this way. Shake the pan gently to mix. A little sesame oil in the salad oil is also a good idea. Dip eggplant in tempura butter and fry. Fry this also for 2 minutes. And turn over. It's very nice and crisp. Fry for 1.5 minutes until slightly browned. Fry the lotus root in the same way. I think this is the best way to eat lotus root. I would like everyone to try it. The last one is shiso. The shiso is thin, so be careful not to curl it up. Dip them in the butter and drop them into the pan, spreading them out thoroughly. The shiso takes about 30 seconds per side to complete, so turn it over immediately and remove it shortly thereafter. This time we will make soba noodle soup using a seasoning called mentsuyu, Japanese noodle soup base. This is a triple concentrate. Add 200 ml of hot water to 2 tablespoons. If you can get this, it's easy because you don't have to make a soup by mixing soy sauce and other seasonings. Just add water or hot water to this. By the way, the color intensity of soba and the combination of buckwheat and wheat flour varies depending on the manufacturer. Most of these dried noodles sold in supermarkets are made with less than half buckwheat flour and the rest with wheat flour. But if you go to tourist spot, you'll see many noodles made with 80% to 100% buckwheat flour. Both have their own deliciousness, so please compare them if you have a chance. What kind of tempura would you like to have with your soba? Please enjoy the crispy tempura with soba. Next one is Niku soba, beef soba. Cut onions into thin slices. This does not have to be, but it's the topping green onion. Put the onion in a pot. Add water, soy sauce, sake, mirin, and sugar. Mix well and simmer covered. Bring to a boil and add beef. You can cook the onions covered until they are quite soft before adding the beef. Turn off the heat as soon as the beef is cooked because you do not want it to become tough. The onions were a little tough, so I cooked a little more with just the onion. This time we will make instant soba noodle soup by mixing seasonings without using mentsuyu. Put mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and dashi powder. In this case, I used low sodium soy sauce, so the color is light, and the taste was light too. A tablespoon of regular soy sauce should be just right. This recipe has a very strong flavor to the meat, so a light noodle soup may be fine. Finally, top with green onion. Next one is Kitsune Soba, simmered fried tofu soba. These are the tempura bits called tenkasu that I made after making tempura. Add a drop of extra tempura butter to the oil like this and fry. This is extremely tasty as a topping for udon or soba soup. If you want to make only these tempura bits, do not make tempura batter like earlier, just mix flour and water 1 to 1. When it's just slightly browned, it's ready to be taken out. Spinach is also one of the toppings that my husband enjoys when making soba noodles. As always, Japanese spinach needs to be boiled in plenty of water. Boil for 1 minute and discard the water. Once cooled, squeeze the water out thoroughly with your hands. This is the fried tofu, aburage, that serves as the main topping. You can season them as they are, but if you pour boiling water over them before seasoning, the excess oil will be removed and the flavor will soak in more easily. Discard hot water. Prepare a small pot or fry pan. Put water, sugar, soy sauce, mirin, sake, and dashi powder. My husband and I both like a little sweet kitsune, so this is the formula we arrived at. This is a highly recommended formula, but you can reduce the amount of sugar if you want. Dissolve seasonings well and bring to a light boil. Put fried tofu here. Cover with a lid made of aluminum foil and cook over low heat. Simmer for 10 minutes. Turn over and cook for another 6 minutes. Be careful not to run out of juice. Check occasionally. At the end, remove the lid and simmer for 1 to 2 minutes. When the liquid is almost gone, it's done. If you do not eat it right away, this can be cooled and kept in the fridge. You can use mentyu or make soup using the method I just showed you earlier. Put kitsune, spinach, kamaboko, and tempura bits. This fried tofu is a really classic soba topping. I hope you will give it a try. Next one is Tororo soba, grated yam soba. You can use just yams, but today I'll also make a simple topping using these nameko mushrooms. This is a sticky mushroom. It's really tasty in miso soup. After washing well and placing in a pot, add sake and soy sauce. This seasoning in advance is really tasty and goes very well with yam. Bring to a boil, then heat for 2 minutes. This would be delicious on cold tofu as a side dish. It's done! This is the main ingredient of today's dish, Japanese yam, Yamato imo. There is also Chinese yam, nagaimo, that looks exactly like this, but this is much stickier and tastier than that. It's also recommended to eat it over rice. Today I'll not season this with anything, as it will be served with soba noodle soup. prepare the egg yolk. You can also make onsen eggs or poached eggs. Boil soba noodles as usual and serve. Place the yam as if it were the white of an egg. Place the yolk in the center. Top with nameko mushrooms. You can put more on top. I sprinkled aonori on it. The last one is Oroshi soba, grated Daikon soba. This is quite light, so if you want to enjoy soba in a healthy way, or if you don't want to eat meat, this may be a good choice. Shiso goes extremely well with grated daikon. Drain well and chop. You can substitute green onions. The daikon was not near the root but at the neck, so it has green skin. The grated version is also a little greener, but the taste remains the same. No more fire or pots and pans today. This is dried bonito flakes. And this is the leftover tempura bit. Also, I recommend the nameko mushrooms made in one of the previous recipes, as they are very tasty with this grated daikon soba. Grated daikon is removed from the water in a strainer like this. Grated daikon goes well with all kinds of food, but it's really great with soba noodles and this noodle soup. Which soba is your favorite? Please try making your favorite toppings. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel. If you are already a subscriber and would like to support our channel, please join our membership. Membership feedback will be reflected in content creation. See you in the next video.